Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Dan, and Debbie has asked me to go through a few songs that you might be able to start listening to as you go back to school or starting a new stage in your life. So I've picked out 7 songs that I think could be good for you to have a listen to, and they're 7 songs that have all come out or been released in 2020. So that's appropriate to sort of starting a new phase in 2020 to start listening to these songs. So the first one is Peace Be Still by Hope Dast. Now this song was released a few years ago, but it's just been re-released, and I think it's a really good song to just remind you that even in troubled times and times you're a bit worried or not unsure about something, just to be still and that God has got you and He's supporting you. The second song is sort of along similar lines. It's called Truth I'm Standing On by Leanna Crawford. And this song is a bit more of a reflective one, but the message is relatively similar. That even if you're unsure and don't know what's going on, you're a bit concerned or worried about something, God is a rock that you can stand on and He's going to support you. Third song moves away from that reflective sort of style, and it's called Together by For King and Country. Now, it's probably not one of my favourite ones by them, so I would go and check out some of their other ones, but I think it's a really good song at the moment, considering the current circumstances. It talks about joining together with other people and standing with them to get through difficult times. So I think that's a very important message at the moment. Fourthly, a song called The Father's House by Corey Asbury. And this one has a bit more of a worship sort of feel to it, but I think that's quite appropriate as it's a song about coming to God, coming to Him in worship, and not letting your worries and your concerns stop you from coming to God. So I think that's quite an important message to hear. The fifth song is a little bit different. It's called Revolutionary by Josh Wilson, and it's quite an upbeat song, and the message that it brings forward is quite an upbeat message as well. It's saying that we need, in this culture that might be sort of ruling people by fear, that we need to be countercultural in that sense. So we need to love first. That's what it's saying, and it's become almost quite a revolutionary thing that we need to love first rather than hate first. So that's, I think, a very good message that song's putting forward. The sixth song is called Rise Up by Kane, and this is sort of it's still quite an upbeat song, but it's a little bit more choral, and well, I suppose the message in it is in the title. Really, it's saying that we need to rise up, and that Jesus has lifted us up from sort of where we were before, when we were dead because of sin. Just like Lazarus, we've been risen up from the grave as such. So I think that's a really important message that song's getting across. And lastly, a song called Glorify by Jordan Feliz, Lecrae, and Hulvey. And this is been done a number of times by a number of different artists, but I think this particular version of it is pretty good, and it's a mixture of lots of different genres. There's some rap and some choral in there, but I think the main thing is the importance of the message, saying that we need to be glorifying God. And I think as we go back to school or start a new phase in our lives, and this is a very important message that we need to take forward, that whatever we're doing, we need to glorify God. So go away, have a listen to some of these songs, have a listen to other Christian music as well, but most importantly, throughout all of that and whatever you're doing, make sure that you glorify God.